Hey church, we hope you're well, and we're coming into the summer months, and for many of us that's going to mean an opportunity to get away, to reconnect again afresh, restriction free with family and with friends. And if you find yourself traveling, whether it be within the UK or abroad, we just want to pray safety on you, God's blessing on you as you travel. If you are sticking around local over the summer months, we've got some great things for you to be able to connect with over these coming weeks. And I want to let you know four ways things you can look out for and connect over the summer months. And then I want to give you an update as to where we are with a very important conversation that started a number of weeks ago. So 4 things that are coming up over the summer months to check out. First one is Church Online on a Sunday. We're going to be starting a brand new series called Stay Positive, because we believe it's really easy, particularly in light of everything that's happening around right now, for negativity, for cynicism to creep in. But actually, what does it mean for you and I to kind of live with a grateful heart, with generous hearts, to kind of live with confidence and stay positive in the midst of all the negativity that can so easily entangle us? So that's going to be 11:15 on Sunday mornings. If that's not enough, we're also going to be gathering for Church Online on a Wednesday evening at 8 p.m. This is going to be live on our YouTube page, and the great thing is, whether you can join with us at that time or not, it's going to be on there for you to catch up anytime you like. And we're really delighted because there's a great guy called Patrick Regan. He leads a charity called Kintsugi Hope, an amazing charity. You should check it out. And he has recorded 6 amazing talks around some really big subjects like anger, stress, journeying with other people, being resilient. What does that look like and what does it mean? I believe these talks are really appropriate for now. They are going to speak into your life. They're going to be practical and helpful. And so for 30 minutes on a Wednesday evening, starting on Wednesday, the 22nd of July, you can join with us. Just search LGCC, Letchworth Garden City Church, on our YouTube page, and you'll find it right there. We're also going to continue our Thursday night prayer meetings, which has been a great time to gather and connect and, of course, pray together, to pray for one another, to pray for the church family, to pray for our communities and our nation. We're going to continue those on a Thursday evening at 8 p.m. And then we've got some socials planned, opportunity to gather guys together, girls together, and families as well. You can search for all those. They'll be available on our website, all the details about them. Check out our socials page where you'll find full details of all those things happening. Now, I want to just update you on a really important conversation, a conversation that began many, many weeks ago. It was a conversation that began with the brutal and the unjust murder of George Floyd. And that murder sparked outrage, it sparked anger and frustration and sadness for so many different people. As a church, we've tried to engage in that conversation, learning from one another, hearing the stories as hard as they may be. Many of us will remember that moment when I sat in this very room and spoke to one of our leaders, Joseph, and he shared his story and the story of racism that he's received in his life. As a church, we're not okay with that. We believe that actually God has given us a voice to speak against injustice. Injustice across the board, not just racial injustice, but any injustice. As a church, we've, I guess, somewhat tried to widen the conversation to not just be one around racial injustice, but one that's actually broader and is about diversity and inclusion. Why? Well, because we recognize here at LGCC, God has blessed us. He's enriched the environment that we have here with some incredible diversity. And our heart, and from me as the pastor to all of our leaders and those that work alongside us, is that we want to create an environment that, yes, is diverse, but is also inclusive. And so there are 3 things that we want to do in response to this conversation that we've been thinking about, praying about, seeking the Lord and talking with one another about how we move forward together. First thing we want to do is we actually want to set up a diversity and inclusion team. This is a team of people that are able to speak with love and with wisdom and with a heart for the Lord and this church, and are able to speak into the leadership team, are able to help us shape this conversation in a helpful way that's going to help us move forward and grow in our understanding. We're going to be asking people who are part of the church here, who know us and know the vision and the mission that we believe we have been called to. The second thing was we want to adopt and implement a diversity and inclusion policy. Something that helps us to frame in a helpful way the journey that we want to go on and put some helpful parameters around it. The third thing we want to do is we want to commit ourselves to ongoing training and deeper understanding around, yes, racial injustice, but also the wider conversation of diversity and inclusion. We believe that this is too big and too important a subject for us to not grow in our understanding, but also for us to be trained and to train others in this area. So we just wanted to give you an update, really, so that you can pray for us in this season. Pray for us as we continue to engage in this conversation, that God's love may shine and burst through it. Church, we love you and we want to continue to encourage you. Be the church in this season. We have been consistent with this message. The church is not about the building, as great as the building is, but it's about you and it's about me, loving one another and loving the world that God has placed us in. God bless you, and we look forward to seeing you again real soon.